Coach, you want to start with an opening statement?
Like the presidential address. About the game.
Yes.
Okay. I guess it's always hard to sit here when we have had such a successful season and we feel bad because we didn't come out with what we wanted today. However, we also have to sit here and think about how well we did this year. But to tell that to these girls is like kicking them because they want more. So to remind them of that, they know it, but they're competitive and they want to win. So this is going to sting for a long time, but eventually they'll look at it and go, they set a standard for our university. 2 years in a row, coming off of last year's Calvin's loss and literally saying we will be here next year and then doing it in even better fashion. I don't think there's many teams that say that and then do that. So that's my opening statement.
And the school record for wins 2 years in a row. Talk a little bit more about just the season as a whole and how successful it's been, maybe even the last 2 seasons.
It's easy to coach them because they've got it. We just tweak stuff. Athletically, they're fantastic. They come together as a group. What happens stays within our family. We take care of business that way, and we leave it all on the field. You'll see how hard they work all the time. I can't be more proud, setting record after record, and the records are great, and that's icing on the cake, but how we play is even better. And if you got to see all our games this year, you'd be pretty impressed. We didn't put a complete game together today, and they know that. But I guarantee you this, when they leave and they become coaches, they're going to be great coaches because they're good players, and that's where it starts, because they know the game.
For Sarah and Carly, what was it that they did so well defensively? You guys came in 3 goals per game. What was it they did so well on the defensive side that made it tough for you guys offensively?
They probably won a lot of the 50-50s, which is what we're not used to. It wasn't our game. We weren't playing like we normally do, which is pretty disappointing, but you win some, you lose some, I guess.
They dropped a lot, and that left a big gap in the middle of the field, and I don't think we didn't step up high enough to fill the gap, or we were too high. We just couldn't find the middle of the field and win that aspect of the game today.
I think you saw 2 diametrically opposed teams. One that plays, and I hope they wouldn't take it offensive to hear it, but they play a little bit more direct soccer. We got caught into that a lot today actually. Whether that was we were pushing and trying to do things we couldn't normally do or don't normally do, I don't know. That's how the game kind of went. I think we had our opportunities, they didn't go in, and I think that kind of wears on you after a while, and it's been a long season. It's been a long season.
We're also in finals.
No, it's never fun. Haley Anderson had an incredible game today, I thought. She had 3 saves coming into the day. She had 8 today. Talk a little bit about how she really she kept guys in the game in the first half. She made a couple of beautiful saves, especially that first one in the first half, I thought, which kept the game at 0-0.
I don't really think that surprises any of us. I think what makes this team so good is how deep we are. Our bench can replace, anyone on the field, and they'll come in, and our level of soccer will be just as high. Haley goes into practice every day and works her butt off. So when she came out here and had a stellar game, she's filled Mary's shoes, which are huge shoes, and she's, passed with flying colors. She really did keep us in the game today.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
It's hard when you have 4 goalkeepers in the program, and they're all good. They're all good.
And they're like their own family too.
Yeah.
They keep each other's head on right. They keep it together. It's nice.
Finally, such a large senior class, but it's the senior class that has such a profound impact. I'm sure not only statistically, which is what I could see, but what you could see on a daily basis. So, specifically for you, Coach, but also for you too as well. The impact of this senior class on the program as a whole.
Well, I can't say enough. They reminded me last night that I have to start recruiting. And it's interesting because I knew how special they were and are. So when I recruit a certain way, and that was because we knew what was coming back. To see how they've grown, and it's not just them, it's me as well. I've grown in my coaching style and philosophy and how I interact with them, especially how they've changed, has been awesome. Frustrating at times, but awesome. Will I miss them? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll probably cry later.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
they're always
Me too.
a part of my life. They are. They can come over anytime and rake my leaves.
Break your leaves.
But no, they're fantastic. I don't know how you replace them.
You want to talk about your senior class?
I mean, first coming in, there's a huge amount of girls that came in with me, which was awesome because we got to grow together. We've had our issues, but not really. When I look back, I've been on so many different teams, successful and not successful. And this has been like the best team, chemistry-wise. I could go to anybody, any of these girls for any of them. Mostly the seniors just because they know me the best, but also those juniors because they came in too, and we just all grew together and we worked for each other, and that's when you know you have family instead of just a team. I've been on so many like jealous girls or whatever there is, but I would never want to go down with any other team besides this team and these seniors. So it'll be really hard later on when I go home, but love them. Do you want to say anything about us, about me?
Well, I mean, I guess I have to now. Well, I'm a junior, and our class is fairly large too. And I remember when we first came here, one of our first practices, coach was like, all right, name some goals. And they're like, you know, I want to be like actually friends off the field. I was like, what are you talking about? But I think they had some drama. But as soon as, you know, they hit sophomore year, we hit freshman year, I think we just clicked. It really is a family out there. We play a lot of teams that as soon as something goes wrong, they start yelling at each other. That's really one of the greatest gifts we have on the field, and one of the best advantages is if something goes wrong, we lift our head up higher and we're like, we got this. You know, honestly, we like playing down a goal. I don't know why, but we always play better. But, you know, there's 14 seniors and they're irreplaceable. Not only skill-wise, especially this stud sitting next to me, but, you know, just the bond I've formed with all 14 of them the past 3 years. It's, you know, they'll always have a special place in my heart, and, you know, the success just means that much more when it's with some of my best friends.
Okay. Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.